I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. Lex joins us. Hi, Lex.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, my name is Murasaki Lex, and I am a VTuber that really likes the color purple.
The color purple, as in the color purple, or the book and the movie Color Purple?
The color,
The actual
the
color purple.
color,
So,
the actual color.
how long have you been streaming?
I just started streaming like how many, like 2 months ago or like 3 months ago, from what I remember.
hmm what
I
made you
started, yeah.
what made you decide to start?
Uh, I started streaming because of like a passion that I wanted to do like when I was younger.
hmm
Like I really wanted to start streaming, but I didn't know where to start and I didn't have the right equipment for it. And here I am fulfilling that fateful wish of mine.
Yeah. Well, what made you choose VTubing as opposed to just streaming live a type thing with your own face?
It's because like I don't have the best background right now, and I don't really like showing my face.
Mm.
I want to be known for my content and not my face.
Wow.
So I chose VTubing.
Yeah, well, that's a good reason to do it. And you can still be yourself without being yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so have you been someone who wanted to be an entertainer?
Yeah, I have wanted to be an entertainer for so very long.
hmm
Because like I find no better joy than seeing people smile.
Yeah. So when you were younger, were you always the person trying to crack everybody up in the room?
Yeah, I was mainly the one that's like really loud and like sometimes annoying. But I do get along with like most of my old classmates before.
The longer they are in the rearview mirror, the longer you appreciate them more. Sometimes the did you find some VTubers that were already interested in before you got started?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
And so did you kind of
Uh,
kind of base yourself on those VTubers, or did you come in with your own ideas?
I did. Like for starters, uh some VTubers that inspired me are Iron Mouse and Booby BT.
hmm
Uh, they are the people that I really look up to since they're like the first people that I found out
hmm
before I like started VTubing all this thing. So they're my main inspiration for driving me forward.
Well, they are an inspiration for a lot of folks, and for a lot of different
Yeah.
reasons. Getting that audience up there is one thing, but it's to be able to entertain people that you don't even know and can't probably will never see in your life is pretty interesting.
It truly is.
And yeah, were you somebody who wanted to get up on stage? Have you been a singer actor type in the past?
Oh, yeah, I have been singing before. I used to be in my school's choir.
hmm
I used to be in the school's choir and like I had a passion for singing because like I always heard my brother sing and that inspired me to start singing on my own.
Mm. Are you going to bring that to your stream sometime?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I might
Well, some karaoke, if nothing else. You could do
carry it.
some
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
some sing-alongs and then go from there. What type of games do you usually
Yeah.
stream?
Oh, right now, from what I last streamed was mainly Valorant and content morning.
Mm. So content warning, you had to have some people up there with you. Did you have some collaboration?
Yeah, yeah, I have. Sorry. I do have like some of my friends.
hmm
Like, I have some of my friends who are also some of my mods, and we just play together.
hmm
And it's really funny to just see their reactions, just screaming, yelling, just because of the monsters that you can just see like inside the game. And sometimes you encounter some that are actually pretty scary.
Yeah.
And it's really funny to like see like everyone's reaction to screaming, running around, trying to look for the exit. That's mainly me. But yeah.
Stay as close to the exit as possible. Just
So yeah, stay as close to the exit as possible because you may never know when you need to run out.
that's right. And maybe even running out isn't going to help you either. And some of those games. So those games are big for you. Are there other games that you like to play online, or have you stuck with those two for the most part?
I do also play Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, but in my free time, I don't really stream them that much
Hmm.
because like I want to like enjoy my own leisure time, just playing games that I really like.
Mm. Well, I don't blame you there. There's got to be some for yourself. Keep some of
Yeah,
your hand close to your chest, and there's a lot of folks playing those games, and those seem to be games that just keep going and going. Especially um, the ones that you mentioned. People, this stuff keeps getting added to it, and people keep wanting to play it.
yeah.
Yeah. Are there any games that you would like to play on stream that you haven't done yet?
Oh, yeah, I do. Like two, two specifically, Elden Ring and Lethal Company.
Mm. Lethal Company. I've heard most people go from Lethal Company to content warning, but not the other way around. Um, so you'll be going in that direction. What are you expecting out of Lethal Company?
I'm gonna expect me to be screaming a butt ton and like hearing my friends scream a butt ton also. Gonna give me like really good content to like show show chat with.
Well, it is pretty much a running around screaming with like you're a chicken with his head cut off type of deal. Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes you just have to give up on that game. But you get to come back with it, and it seems like a lot of fun, especially if you got some folks who have the same type of attitude that you do going into it.
Yeah. Some of my friends have like the same type of attitude that I have. Like we know we're gonna die, but we might as well just be funny about dying, you know? Just like if we're gonna go down, we might as well just put up a show.
Have you got any games right now that you already have, but you haven't been able to get online yet?
I haven't streamed like some games that I used to play, but I did stream like one game
Hmm.
though that I never streamed again,
Well,
and it's Destiny 2. Destiny Destiny 2 has been like a big part of my life.
yeah.
I mean, like maybe like a decent chunk of my life,
Mm.
but yeah, it's the basically the first like actually uh official FPS game that I played besides Pixel Gun, but no one really plays Pixel Gun anymore.
We won't tell anybody. That, that so so what is the big thing to do in that Destiny 2? What is the main goal?
Oh, it's you can either like play up against other people or you can go up against AI enemies. And for me personally, I love playing against people. I love the PvP.
Yeah. When you get the AI, you can in a lot of these games you can find patterns and get around them, and it's not quite the
Yeah.
quite the same with people. Yet they're the ones that are the unpredictable ones.
I mean, the main solution to like the AI enemies is to blow them up. That's like mainly the preferred way of like getting around stuff. Just
Just
blow it up.
just blow them up before they even get started.
Yeah, just blow them up before you even get started. That's what they do in raids. Like in a damage phase of a raid,
Yeah.
what they do is they just pull out rocket launchers. That's what everyone does.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the games that you're playing now online. You mentioned
Yeah,
Genshin Impact. Have you done that one online, or is that one of them that you do offline?
I do it offline. I do it offline, but I am thinking about like streaming it
Mm-hmm.
because like I want people to like know me as that one streamer,
Yeah.
that one streamer that could be a comfort streamer at the same time could be a crackhead. Am I allowed to say that?
Sure, why not? But but
All right, all right.
if you listen to anybody playing Lethal Company or Content Warning for any period of time, you know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
People just running around screaming and not particularly knowing what they want to do. Have you got any?
Specifically Ten's playing Little Company because
Oh,
like you can hear him screaming
yeah, oh yeah.
like so much. You can even hear him scream on his fiance's stream, like in the background. You can just hear him like screaming in terror.
That's funny. I don't know if I could do it myself
It's really funny.
because any type of horror game like that, even if it's fun for folks, I don't know if I could deal with. But watching other people get scared, that I'm all for. Everybody else gets scared, I'll just watch. the what have you got to plan for your channel? Have you got anything that you really want to try that you haven't done yet?
Oh yeah, yeah. I really want to try and record myself playing Elden Ring because like me just like tensing up and just raging could be pretty funny for some folks.
Are you gonna put them up on YouTube or something?
I yeah, I might like clip some of it just
Hmm.
to put it on TikTok or like clip some of it just put it on like different platforms like YouTube and stuff.
Hmm. Some people are really using those as ways to promote their channels, and they get to
Yeah,
they get to see a little different audience that way.
yeah.
Hmm.
It's because like the algorithm on Twitch is not the best. It's not the best.
Yeah, but it does. There's
Like
when you get the opportunity to market yourself a little bit, you need to take it.
yeah. You have to take like every single chance to market yourself.
Yeah, and I know that word isn't a big favorite of VTubers, but um, you put out that little bit of effort, and you never know what's going to come from it. It could be not very much. It
Yeah,
could be a lot.
yeah.
If you just hit the right group of people. Um, so when you get the folks on as collaborators, you said most of these are folks that you already knew before you started VTubing.
Yeah, some of them are my mods and like some of them are my friends. And they're my mods and my friends.
Hmm. Have you been able to get someone outside that circle yet?
I haven't yet. I haven't tried to
Hmm.
like find any collabs yet. Because
Hmm.
like I barely see anyone like in the VTubing community play Valorant
Hmm.
besides like the smaller creators.
Yeah.
Like anyone big, I barely see them play like Valorant.
Well, maybe you guys can you find somebody that's a smaller creator and you guys can grow together. You never know. It could.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a big thing with when I watch people with collaborations, and I did this a lot in my radio career and working with people, is that you could have everything look pretty perfect, and then get on the air with somebody and it just doesn't flow. It just there's nobody
Yeah.
doing anything wrong. It just doesn't work. However, you could have something happen and suddenly a pairing that you didn't really think of has become really popular and it really hits. And you never know until you try.
Yeah, you're never gonna know until you experience it for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's something that I always keep to heart.
Hmm.
Like you'll never know unless you try it yourself.
Hmm.
And like that's how I learn. That's how I learn. That's like my main source of learning. Just uh experience experiencing it for myself so that I can like find the solution and try to work my way up.
So, what so far has been, do you say, the highlight of what you've been doing on VTubing so far?
Oh, the main highlight
Hmm.
is uh
Besides this interview, of course.
it's like some I remember like the main highlight of my VTubing career is just doing one stream with my mods slash friends.
Hmm.
We were just like PNGs and we were just goofing around, just doing some stuff
Hmm.
on stream.
Hmm. Well,
We were just like using PNGs and we were just talking, having a good time. Yeah, that's the best
yeah.
thing that happened to me.
Well, you got to have fun while you're doing it. Otherwise, people aren't going to enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
And the audience has to be a bought into as well. The Have you had something that's really been tough for you to overcome as a VTuber?
Yeah, it's trying to like surpass the limit cap of like 5 viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I try to like I want to get my channel into like I want to get my channel to 50 followers so that I can become a partner.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it takes a
Because
while.
I want to give yeah.
Yeah.
I want to give my viewers like more. I want to give my viewers a lot more than I can at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I want the best for them. I only want to give them the best content that I can give.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you have to have someone to give it to, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
and and
Yeah.
and maybe doing a little bit with the recorded bits and the highlights can open up the audience a little bit and get your content to people that haven't heard you before, or maybe don't even check out VTubers very much.
Hmm. That could work. That could work.
Well, that's our old radio advertising guy sticking out here. But it's really all a question of getting your message to the most people possible. It's kind of a shotgun approach, but um, some of those folks are going to come in and check out and see what you're doing, and if they like it, they'll stick on and keep watching. Uh, you got drawn into watching VTubing some way, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, some
Mainly just watching clips of Iron Mouse with Sea Dog
yeah.
VA, and like I really like their synergy, so like I started watching more of like their separate content.
Hmm. So maybe if you put some
And like
clips,
I enjoyed it a lot.
yeah. So maybe you get some of your clips up there, and people will say, "Hey, that's pretty good." Make sure you've got the link, which we'll have, by the way, the links to what Lex has got going on in the description for this interview. Maybe you get some links involved in there, and they'll
Yeah.
click on it, and they'll see what's going on, and they'll enjoy themselves.
Uh, uh, Something that I really regret not clipping
Hmm.
is me saying like out of pocket things in Valorant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what I can tell you about this one game on it's an unrated game. I'm with some friends. One of them is one of my mods,
Hmm.
and there was a couple in there. There was a couple breach and deadlock,
Hmm.
and what they did next, like I made a joke that like I was gonna make their I was gonna break the relationship,
Oh, break them
but
up.
yeah, I decided not to. I decided not to for the sake of it. And like they started sabotaging our team. So like I regret not breaking the relationship. God, I shouldn't be saying this.
Oh, it's okay. It's only recorded and going out on the internet. No problem there. They don't have
I
they won't
can
have
tell
too
you
much evidence against you.
yeah.
No, it's
I can tell you another time, like I can tell you another thing
uh-huh.
about like me about my experiences in Valorant.
Yeah.
So I was playing a team that matched with the same set of friends from the last one.
Hmm.
And so what the enemy team did is like they would always rush mid. They would always go to the middle and then just camp there. So I made a joke about, is this what the Americans fought in World War II? Because we were constantly getting gunned down.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Uh, yeah. Well, that's the type of stuff. If you put it up on the highlights, that people will tune in for to hear more. I hope that
Mm.
you're able to get that expansion of audience here pretty soon, and don't get frustrated.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't get frustrated with what's going on right now, because it's
Of
uh,
course,
it's
of
going to take
course.
some work and some time. And you've I'm sure watched some VTubers that don't have the biggest audiences in the world right now, but are fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not going to quit, and you're not going to quit either. Everything's going to keep
If
going
I'm
for
not
you.
quitting, if they're not quitting, I'm not quitting. I
That's
want to get on the top. I
Yep,
want to be on the top.
yep. Just keep going. So What is after you're done with the games you're playing now? What is the next game you'd like to get on stream?
The next game I want to get on stream.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Is it one that's come out yet?
I'm trying to decide if I should buy Elden Ring or buy Valorant points.
Mm.
It's so hard to like think like should I get skins on Valorant or should I get a new game?
Yeah.
And like it's just trying to wrap my head. I'm just trying to wrap my head around like should I get a new game or should I get Valorant?
Yeah. Well,
It's like
there's always a question of games that you enjoy and people will enjoy watching you playing, and games that people will want to come in and watch you play. Just that's the stuff you get to choose from, but just make sure that you're enjoying it all the way.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And the reason that I wanna get Elden Ring is because I have never played a Souls-born or a Souls-like game in my entire life.
Mm.
I have not played one in my entire life.
So you'll
So it would be pretty funny if I would start raging and stuff.
start right off the bat. Just walk on the screen, die.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah, that's probably gonna be the first thing that's gonna happen if I start streaming Elden Ring. First, I take my first step, I just die.
Just bonk. Okay, well, stream's over.
I couldn't even land one hit, then I just die. I just flop on the ground.
This game is hard.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Lex, I
But
appreciate you.
it adds to the charm. It adds to the charm.
Oh yeah, it adds to the personality all the way around, depending on how you take it and how the
Yeah.
folks enjoy it. And again, once you get that base of people coming back, it's word of mouth. It's the more people you get exposed to, the more people will come in. And folks who want to check out what Lex has got going on, we've got his links in the description to this interview. Lex, thank you so much for coming on. I wish you all the best.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.